What's up, y'all? Near-death experiences. I learned to have to keep this in 20 minutes, otherwise it won't fucking do what I want it to. So I gotta make this a little quick. First death experience that I had, I was taken real hard in January, and my boy had heroin, so I was like, you know, fuck it, just give it to me. So I snorted two, and the third one was probably a mistake. Sat down, laid back. I passed out, I guess, and I guess it had fentanyl in it, because my lips started turning blue, wasn't breathing. My friend was like, "Hey, Juan, wake the fuck up." I was like, "What? No, I'm sleeping. No," and she was like, "No, get up, get up, get up." I was like, "Wait, okay, stand up," and they were all looking worried as fuck. So I was like, what? They're like, "Yo, you were like about to fucking die." And I was like, what? What do you mean? They were like, your fucking face was blue. I was like, oh shit. That's the first thing. Don't fucking do any white drugs without making sure fentanyl is in them, because I've had 9 people die due to fentanyl just 2 years ago. So it's one thing. Number two, I was an alcoholic for like a year or so, two maybe. So on like February 2nd, the day before my birthday, I had like two Mad Dogs, the Wild Irish Rose, two Steel Reserves, which are 8% malt beverages, which are 40 ounce. They're fucking big ass. If you don't know what the fuck they are, they're just really, really high gravity beers. And a bottle of Bacardi. Well, half a bottle of Bacardi, because I shared that with my girlfriend. And shots at the bar, more beer at the bar, and then like one more Steel Reserve after the bar was closed. So went to my girlfriend's house. I think we had a fight. Can't remember. And so but so I went to bed. She apparently saw that I wasn't breathing. It had no pulse, apparently. And she started doing CPR on me. And she woke me up. I was like, "Hey, I'm calling 911. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm just sleeping. I'm tired." And she was like, "No, I'm calling fucking 911. So I was like, "Okay, whatever." And so 911 came, and they were like, "Yeah, you were really fucking close to dying." So they took me into the emergency room and had me on an IV drip with like all the nutrients and water and shit. Really fucking close to dying, I guess. And my girlfriend, I guess, was mad at me, and I guess also scared, just because, what the fuck, like, how the fuck, like, you almost fucking died in my house. But so I woke up at 2 p.m. the next day, and she got me a train back to Jacksonville, North Carolina. I was just visiting for, I guess, my birthday, and for, I think, medical, like, insurance reasons. So I was trying to get my insurance switched over or some shit. I can't remember, but third time I almost died was about a month ago. So I had I ran out of my medication. Klonopin really helps me, like, really, really a lot. It's half the reason I'm like sane right now. I'm not twitching as much. So for like 4 days I wasn't sleeping. I had a seizure at the end because I was like over medicating on other substances. And so I like fell in the bathroom. I had scars on my eyebrows because I had fallen on like a doorknob, and like gashed both my eyebrows, so they had to stitch me up there. I fell in the bathtub. I had to wait like an hour for someone to come get me. And then when they did, they noticed I was acting different. I went back to lay down, and they picked me up, and they were like, "Hey, we're taking you to the hospital." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But I couldn't walk, so they had to literally pick me up and put me in the car, take me to the hospital, and pick me up from the car, and put me in the like wheelchair, and then wheel me up to the hospital door or whatever. So they did a CAT scan and figured out I had a seizure. And then I guess they somehow found like I had a bowel obstruction. So I had like a bowel recession. So they had to perform some sort of bowel surgery. My small intestines had necrosis. So I had to get 30 centimeters removed and snip back together. I have the scar still. It's just like an open wound. It's got to heal still. So that's still an ongoing thing. I had MRSA. I had like a fever of like 108 or something like that. So I had like brain damage or something like that. I had to learn how to walk again because I was bedridden for 8 days or something like that. My mom and dad had to come down to Jacksonville to like, because I was about to die, I guess. Just from like, well, one, they had to do surgery on me twice, I guess, because I had an infection from when they went in to my intestines. And I'm not really sure exactly why they had to go in twice, but I was like psycho for like a good, I don't know, 2 or 3 days like that. I swung on my mom and tried to kick my dad. I'm not really sure why, but like I was saying that there were aliens trying to abduct me or something. Don't let them take me. Not really sure why, but I mean, I guess they both look grotesque to me. So I was like, they're not my real parents. With all that shit, you know. And so I went to rehab, you know, for my, you know, my muscles and shit. And so I was getting antibiotics for until September 13th. And then I was also on dialysis until I think, because my kidneys weren't working until I think August 25th or something like that. And so, yeah, all that was happening, like all in a matter of like 2 or 3 weeks. My kidneys weren't working. I was like psychotic as fuck. My bowels were fucking necrotic as fuck. All this shit was just all like bam, 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 one thing on top of another. And so I almost fucking like died. And so I guess they called my parents, and my parents lived in Memphis, Tennessee. My dad's in the Navy, so they flew all the way out here to Jacksonville, and now I'm in El Paso, Texas, so they can take better care of me. So that's, you know, all the Tourette's related shit in my life, I guess. Why I've, you know, almost died. So yeah, if you have a chance, say I love you to your mom and dad or your loved ones or whatever. If you ever feel like, you know, maybe it would be better if you didn't wake up. Trust me, I feel you, but you don't have to be here. You get to be here. I get to say hi to my mom. I get to, you know, I get to experience these things. I get to taste food. I get to say hi. I don't have to be here. I get to be here. It's the way I think about it, you know. Like, I'm not stuck here. I don't have to be here. I get to be here. I get to experience life, you know. Yeah, that's a thing right there. It's pretty gnarly. Probably gonna go as a zombie for Halloween. We'll see, I guess. Maybe it'll be healed by then, maybe not. But yeah, don't die. It's not. Don't get close to dying. It's not. It's not worth it. It's totally scary. It's totally coming back from it's not fun either. It kind of hurts, I guess, but I don't. And it's just not a fun thing to do. It's not conducive for life and shit. So stay healthy. I don't know, eat chicken and shit. Um, here I am in the flesh, still fighting, still kicking, still 30. So just say what's up to everybody for me.